Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight I wanted to talk to you for a couple minutes about an Instagram profile I came across just a couple days ago. Her name is Jasmine Chiswell, so if you're interested in hearing my thoughts, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so here is the deal. First of all, let me preface this by giving you guys a little more info on one of my biggest, if you want to call me a fangirl of something, I am a complete fangirl of Marilyn Monroe. I think that she is an icon. I think that she can never be duplicated. I think that she was literally one of a kind. When I think I was 18 or 19, there was a store in this like outdoor shopping area by where I live, and they had all kinds of like artwork and really cool home decor, like one of a kind stuff. And I walked by this store and I would go in there and I'm like, I'm a kid, I can't afford anything, I'm working for $8 an hour or something like that. And they had this beautiful framed photo of Marilyn Monroe in there, and I looked at this thing for a year, probably. It was close to a year. Well, I finally ended up going in there, and the guy that worked in the store would see me all the time. He knew I was just some kid in there looking. I couldn't buy anything. Probably thought I might steal something, but either way. I told him, I said, I've wanted this picture of Marilyn Monroe that you have for, every single time I come in here, I look at it and stuff. And he was like, well, how much can you pay for it? I think it was listed for like $400, which was insane to me as a, 18, 19-year-old. And I think I had like $350 that I had saved up. And he said, if you can take it home today, I will sell it to you for whatever you can give, $400, call it. And I did. And I bought this picture, and I'll throw up a screen grab. It's hanging in our living room right now. It is everything to me. I love that. I love all the money that I poured into it. I love Marilyn Monroe. But I think that there is a big difference between someone like me who can adore a celebrity and respect the celebrity for everything that they did, during their time on this earth, if they're no longer with us. And then there's this different kind of fan who tries to become the celebrity. Well, I was on Instagram the other night, and Sloan, y'all know Sloan. I'm sure all of you subscribe to Sloan. He's awesome. He put up this screen grab of this girl, Jasmine, and he said, I really like this girl, but is it a little weird that she's trying to become Marilyn Monroe? And I'm sitting here and I'm like, I mean, she definitely looks like she's trying to become Marilyn Monroe, but like, how far does this go? So I look on her profile. She has 612,000 followers, and her profile just says 1950s fashion and beauty. She also has a YouTube channel. Let's look at her YouTube channel. She has 226,000 subscribers on YouTube. Get to know me Q&A, what's my bag, quick tour of Hollywood, my winter lookbook. So she's definitely, she lives her life as if she's in the 50s, even though she's on TikTok. I guess it's just a style thing that she goes by. But then I start looking and I'm like, this woman lives in Marilyn Monroe's former home in California. So, I realized like Anna Nicole lived in this house. This house is iconic. This is the same home that she died in. So this is basically a 24/7 tourist attraction as far as I'm concerned. But I want to open up the conversation with you guys, because I guess for me, the cool factor went out the window. I would be able to say, oh, well, that's really cool that she lives in Marilyn Monroe's house, like whatever. that would be one thing as a fan. But the fact that she's trying to be Marilyn Monroe, I find very bizarre, if I'm being completely honest. And this kind of ties back to what I was saying before with like these parasocial relationships just going too far. It almost crosses a line that I'm uncomfortable with. And I realize that's just my opinion and nobody has to agree with me on that, and that's fine. But I did want to make this video to open up the conversation with you guys. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about someone being such a fan that they buy a celebrity's former home and they're dressing like the celebrity, doing their makeup, the hair, living basically style-wise in a completely different decade? And don't get me wrong, I love 1950s makeup and fashion, and I realize that there's a whole, kind of culture that is vintage and women, still dress like they did back in the day, and like it's a whole thing. I think it's very cool. But to me, this oversteps the line. I think it's I don't like it, if I'm going to be really honest. She does use her platform to kind of teach people about, what fashion was like back then and things like that. So it's not like she's just not doing anything with her platform, but I find it very weird. I mentioned in a video not long ago how I found it weird when I felt like Carly Bible started to try to emulate Kim Kardashian too much. It's one thing to say, well, I want long dark hair and whatever, but when the style and the makeup and the, possible plastic surgery starts to get into, you are literally trying to mimic a celebrity, that's where it crosses the line for me. So, and I think this one just hits different because I've been a super fan of Marilyn since I was as young as I can remember. And not to be like super shady towards this Jasmine girl, but to me, aside from her hair, she looks nothing like Marilyn. A few of her outfits are very similar to what, Marilyn has worn. But as far as her face and the way that she looks, the only thing that she has is the hair and the clothes and the fact that she lives in Marilyn Monroe's former home. I looked at quite a lot of her photos last night. Let's look at her most popular YouTube video. Dressing like 2020 for a day. Yeah, she just does like this weird voice, and so I don't want this video to come off like I'm like shading her or thinking that she's like the worst person ever. I just find it sort of bizarre. Like, again, if she was going to be the person that was in the position to live in Marilyn's home and that was her thing, fine. But I think that it's the trying to become Marilyn, like doppelganger, that is weird for me. And I realize that a lot of people will say, well, Anna Nicole did the same thing. Anna Nicole had her own personality. Even though she adored Marilyn, I still think that she was able to come to the table with her own personality at the same time. I hope that makes sense. This girl just kind of seems like she's just trying to be Marilyn. That's it. So anyway, I just thought it was kind of interesting. I wanted to get your all's opinion about it. Are you guys fans of Marilyn? Are you super fan of Marilyn Monroe? Do you not care? Like, how do you guys feel? And how do you feel about not only this scenario, but how do you feel about people trying to become celebrities based off of their fandom? Please leave all of your thoughts down below. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.